You want to hear the most pretentious thing I've ever written about a game?
What?
It tells you so little, but you learn so much. We're reviewing Journey on Good or Bad. So Kyle, Journey, the PS and PS3, PS4 game, is the download of the month. Came out if you have PlayStation Plus. It's the free one of the free downloads of the month. So I decided to check it out. I didn't play it when it came out. I think it came out 2 years ago. It's been out for a while. Mm-hmm. This game blew my mind. I knew I had heard good things about it. I knew it was supposed to be this awesome experience. I absolutely love this game. And what I said before when I said it tells you so little, but you learn so much. I know that's pretentious and stupid. But
really? Is it?
But it's true for this game. Did you play it at all? Or
I've seen
or
like
watched videos of it?
Videos, footage, crap like that. I've played a little bit of Flow, which was their previous game.
Yeah, style game. Okay. Without getting, first off, into a debate about what is or isn't a game, because that's a discussion that can be had, and you may have an argument that this isn't technically a game. I think it is, because I have my own definition of what a game is. Well, because a lot of times people say that games, you have to be able to fail for it to be a video game. Like, there has to be a fail state of some sort.
There has to be a consequence for failure.
I get that, and I agree for the most part, but I don't think that's true. I think there's this other thing. Maybe you don't want to call it a video game. Maybe you want to call it a virtual experience. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's a thing. It's not a movie. It's not a TV show. You're an active participant. Maybe you can't fail, but you're an active participant in the story that is being told. So it's a video game to me. Whatever you want to call it. So, the thing that blew my mind about this game. You got a problem? What?
Even David Cage has an opportunity for failure in his games, Bryan.
Look, I think you technically can fail in Journey. I never did, because it would be almost impossible. But you can be attacked by these like creatures, and you can suffer some penalty. I don't know what it is.
Just go ahead and say you're like, oh, I was so skilled, they just didn't bother me.
That was probably it.
There we go.
Super talented. But no, the thing that blew my mind. I don't want to get too many into spoilers. One, this game is gorgeous. This game is fucking gorgeous. If you want it's free right now. It's a 2 hour long game. It'll take you an hour and a half, 2 hours to beat it, and it's fucking stunning. The whole what? I know
2 hours?
Here's the thing.
What the fuck?
It's and a lot of games people say it's about games. It's like playing a movie. This is literally like playing a movie. It's the most apt description of playing like an animated film that I've ever.
Did this release for full price?
No. It wasn't a $60 game. I'm sure it was like a $5 or $10 game.
Okay.
I don't know, but there's no way it was a full price.
If it released for full price, that company can go fuck themselves.
There's a 0% chance it was a full price release. At tops, I would say $20. I could look it up, but it's not a big deal.
We're just gonna assume.
I guarantee it was no more than $20, but it was probably in the 5 to 10 range.
I don't need any proof to tell them to go fuck themselves.
No, don't. How dare you? This game is gorgeous. The thing that moved me most about this game, and this is gonna get into slight spoilers, so if you want to play it, I would recommend it. He won't. That's fine. I recommend this game. Go get if you have PlayStation Plus. It's free. It takes an hour and a half. You'll love it. Most people. If you know you're not gonna like this game, you're already gonna know you're not gonna like it because it's that kind of game. But I want to talk real quick. The thing that blew my mind most about this game, the things that I have never experienced in a game. I don't think. So I knew nothing about this game going in, and I loaded up and I'm going through the first level, and you're like this like wanderer guy on a journey. You have a scarf that lets you fly.
Wanda.
It's a whimsical. Wanderer. Fuck you, Stephanie Meyer. So, but you have a magical scarf that lets you fly, and you're going through the desert, and there's no dialogue in the entire game. There's no. It's literally all. It's visual stories. There's nothing else going on, and then music, but. So you're going through the desert, and I knew nothing about this game. There's a little opening cutscene, and then you're in the desert and you're going. And I'm walking through the desert, and I walk over this hill or something, and there's another character that looks just like me. And I was like, oh, that's weird. I wonder if that's an NPC or what. And I walked over, and it started walking around, and it was behaving like a person. I was like, that doesn't seem like an NPC. This game's multiplayer. I had no idea. You're throughout. It'll randomly matches you up with one other person during this journey, and you can't communicate with this person. You don't know their name. They just have the exact same avatar type character as you. But you have 2 buttons in this game. The simplicity is what makes it magical, I think. You can jump / fly, and you have your secondary thing, like, it makes a sound and, like, activates stuff, basically. But when you're playing with this other person, first I didn't even realize it was another person. I thought it was a computer. And then when I realized it was another person, I'm like, oh shit, that's another person. You start to learn about the interaction, the natural, because the game doesn't tell you any of this shit. The natural interaction that starts to occur between you and this other person, because you're on the same path and you don't know, I will fucking come over there and slap that smirk off your fucking face. You start to interact with this person and you start to, like, learn about them. I'm not even joking. Like, you figure out, like, because sometimes they're like, it matches you up randomly, and throughout the game you get different people. Like, it changes.
Bryan, did you have many friends as a child?
Yeah, what does that have to do with anything?
You just seemed kind of desperate for attention at that point.
What? No. I'm just saying, it's like this other person shows up, and then, like, you can like learn. It's a transcendent, weird, crazy video game experience, Kyle. You're not letting me explain. Because you can't talk to them, you can't chat, you can't type, you can't do anything. So you have to learn, like, you'll start moving, and they'll start moving, and you can figure out, like, oh, how, because everybody plays games differently. Are they the kind of person that's going to explore the whole map with you? Are they the kind of person that just wants to get to the end? You start to learn how they play a game, and you get to learn, are they up for, like, are they messing around, like, because you can kind of talk to each, I say talk, but you can make, like, pinging sounds, and so, like, you'll be flying around doing shit, and, you know, when you accomplish something, there's, like, this moment where you both are like, yeah, and but you don't do it, you just hit one button and it makes a sound, but you feel this camaraderie with this thing that you don't know who this person is. Stop making me feel like I'm a crazy person. I guarantee this is what other people felt when they played this game. You didn't play it. You feel this camaraderie. I've never felt a camaraderie like this in a video game, in a multiplayer game. And it's with a character that you don't even... I fucking swear to God.
I know what you're trying to say. That the way you're putting it out there is... I ate human flesh for the first time. Now, I know you're not a cannibal, but it was really fucking good. And you don't understand how good human flesh tastes, Kyle.
Why is this akin to human flesh eating?
The point I'm making is something you've never done before, but it seems kind of dumb.
Fair enough. You can say that, and I guess I would feel if somebody was just explaining it to me, I would too. But the thing, it just blew me away how attached I was to this other person.
Mm-hmm.
It's so quickly and without communication, and then, like, literally you'd be like, they do this other brilliant, I think, thing that in the game, that when your 2 characters touch, because again, they don't explain anything in the game. They tell you how to jump, and that's about it. They go X jumps, circle does the other thing, fucking go. And so you learn the mechanics of the game. There aren't that many mechanics. It's pretty simple, but you learn them as you play, just by happenstance. And so, like, at first, I noticed when your 2 characters, when you touched each other, it made a sound, like a very pleasant, like a nice belly kind of ringing sound. Yeah, just like that. And I was like, oh, that's nice. And it makes you, because you're in these big, stark, scary environments, and having this other person, and then when you touch, you glow, and it makes a nice sound. And you're like, oh, and it promotes that camaraderie that I was talking about, to be close to the other person. And then I realized that not only does that make a sound and make you feel good, it's actively a good thing because it recharges your jump meter, touching the other person. Because your jump meter depletes, it's like you get these runes that basically fill up your jump meter, and it depletes, and you can recharge it by, like, touching things in the environment. But I didn't realize at first that you could also recharge it by touching the other person. And that they don't tell you that, and it just happens. And it's one of those things, like, oh, that's so cool. And it forces this teamwork camaraderie. And they don't, again, it's, you learn all of this as you're playing, and you go on this journey, and it's a fantastic game experience. If you don't want to call it a video game, that's fine, I get it. But it's gorgeous, it's stunning. There's so many moments where you're just flying through the world. Because the other thing, since it's so simple, and this is kind of like why it's like playing a game, or playing a movie, because it's so simple how to play it, you can let yourself not pay as much attention to what you're doing and take in the world and how fucking cool everything looks, and like where you're like flying, there's a scene where you're like gliding down a hill, like sliding down a hill, it's like the snowy or sandy hill, and it's like sunset and everything's fucking golden. And this is cool because the other person's with you, and you're like snowboarding down the hill basically. But you can learn from this, and like I said, this is the thing where is the other person playful, because they're like, you'll like be going through gates, like you could just slide straight down the hill, or there's like these gates that you could slide through and jump off things, and the other person does it with you, and then you can start making sounds, and it's like this weird emergent crazy cool gaming experience that is hard to describe, obviously, because it's I know you're having a hard time, but it really blew me away. The music is gorgeous, everything about it just blew my mind. It's 2 hours long. Go play Journey. I swear, if it sounds interesting, it will be something you're just like, wow, that was so cool. That was so different, so cool, and it's awesome.
Sure.
Or not.